Hi Blender fans, in this tutorial what we're going to do is actually turn this cube into this stylized chair. Now this is a quick and easy tutorial, so it teaches you something new that you've probably never seen before. Let's begin. I'm just going to hide this chair because that's what we're going to be making it, and we're going to be making it out of this cube. So we've got the cube, and what we're going to do first of all is we've got the layout here, and we select our cube and we can go into edit mode. So when we're in edit mode, you've got point select, line select and face select. We're going to select this face here and we're just going to scale this up just like that. Don't need proportional editing, so I'm just going to actually take that off. So there we've got it. We've got the chair legs. So next what we'll do is we'll actually do the back. E and a Z. So it's extrude and move it in the Z direction. And we're just going to scale this along the X just to make that kind of chair shape. And next what we'll do is we'll actually go into edit mode again, and we do that by pressing the tab key, going to face select, and what we're going to do is delete the bottom face, so X and delete faces. Go into these here and we're going to actually delete these faces but keep the down faces. So the easiest way to do that is go into line select, and I'm just going to go X, delete edge, and just do this all the way round. So we've got the edges are now deleted. Right, I want this to be slightly stylized, so I'm just going to add a bevel. You best Control and B will actually add a bevel into here. And we're going to leave this section to 5, and we'll just increase this until it's at the desired level, which is just about there. I'm going to actually take this top edge here and I'm just going to move it G and Y, move it backwards along the green line. The reason I'm doing this is just to actually give it a bit of a slope for the back of our chair. So we've got this, it's quite an high back chair, so I'm just going to select this face here and this face here. And what we'll do now is we're going to actually press the I key, I and I, and we're just going to scale these in just like that, until it's to the desired place you want them, and then we'll right click and we'll subdivide this. So we're just going to subdivide it, and I'm going to subdivide it by 8 because that's about where I want it to be. So we've subdivided this by 8, and then we're going to face, and we're going to do a thing called poke faces. So we've poked our faces, and next what we're going to do is go into face again, and now we're going to actually change these tris to quads, which will give us this hash marking. So we've got this already, and now here's the fun bit. So we've got our chair nearly created in Blender in record time. So what we'll do now is we're going to actually use a few things that help us change our model. So press the tab key, takes us out of edit mode. Go on object, and what we're going to do is we're going to convert this to a grease pencil. So we've converted this to a grease pencil, then we'll convert it once again back to a mesh, like that. And lastly, what we'll do is go on object and convert this into a curve. So we've done all that in record time, and what you do is go into this data, which is a little smiley face on its side. I always like to think it has, and you've got a thing that's usually called geometry. Open this up, change this to 6. Which is the resolution, and I'm just going to actually increase the actual bevel on this, which will give us the actual framework of our chair, just like that. Shade smooth, just make it look a little better. So this is a stylized garden chair, but you can, depending on what shapes you actually cut out of here, it depends what shapes you get of your chair. What we do now is we want this to be changed back into a mesh, so object, convert back to a mesh, which actually gets rid of our smiley face. But then what we can do is go into edit mode, because this has got a hell of a lot of geometry and some of it we don't need. So going to mesh, going to merge by distance, and what we're going to set this is 0.0201, like that. Oops, I'll just undo that because you probably didn't see what it actually did. So mesh, merge by distance, and as you can see 40,000 points have been removed, or vertices have been removed from our model, which makes it a lot simpler to actually render when you come to render this image. And then of course you actually attach the actual metal structure, and you can actually render this or make the garden chairs. In the next tutorial, what we'll do is we're going to make a garden table to go with our garden chairs. So join me in the next tutorial when we will actually look at making our garden table. Thank you for joining me in this tutorial, and of course if you enjoyed the tutorial, subscribe to my channel, hit the like button. As I said, there's going to be an actual table to go with these chairs, so watch the next video.